What's up, everybody? This is JSBN St. Patrick, and today I am going to talk about three series which I enjoy. I definitely think everybody should read or watch them, and I'm going to talk about some similarities and differences between the three. They all fall under the delinquent genre, and if you don't know, delinquents mostly think high school, teenagers, they're in gangs, they throw hands. It's like one of my favorite genres. But the first one I want to talk about is Tokyo Revengers. I think that's probably the most popular one out of the three. Definitely one of my favorites out of the newer gen. And I'm not going to get into spoilers or anything like that, but the main plot for Tokyo Revengers, if you haven't checked it out, is the main character, Takamichi. He's in his 20s. He's basically a loser. He's a freeloader. And one day he's at the train station. He gets pushed in front of the tracks by one girl that he used to date, her brother, and we find out that he goes back in time. And he finds out that he goes back in time because the brother, Naoto, wants him to save his sister. She had got killed during a little dispute, and Takamichi always had feelings for her. So there's some time traveling going on, some hijinks. I'm not gonna say like everything that's happening, but basically your story is Takamichi. He's trying to save this girl. He has to go back in time. He has to stop certain events from happening, and throughout the process, he has to become a leader of this gang called Toman, which is where most of the secondary characters are from, and so on and so forth. Now, the next one is a series called Windbreaker. That being said, there is another series called Windbreaker. I haven't read it. I heard it's pretty good, but that one I believe focuses on cycling. I'm not sure if there's any delinquent stuff, but this is not the same Windbreaker. Now, this Windbreaker, your main character, his name is Sakura. He comes to a new town and he's strong. He's a badass. He wants to take over the high school, and he wants to rise to the top. And we find out early on that he was kind of bullied, not bullied, but ostracized because he has this condition in his eye. I forget the name of it. It starts with an H, where one eye color is different from the others. So people looked at him weird, and indirectly, when he's trying to take over the gang, he actually helps the same gang that he wants to take over out from these people that were trying to steal and rob from some of the citizens in the town. So he kind of befriends them while he still wants to rise to the top. It's your average, shonen, a delinquent series. You have your same goofy characters. You have your MC. He feels like he was unloved, and now he has these characters who have come to adore him and, be his friend. So he's been having mixed feelings. And now, between that and Tokyo Revengers, I've been hearing a lot of people say, oh, Windbreakers is a copy of Tokyo Revengers, or it's copied, it's a carbon copy of it. But honestly, if you take away the fact that, oh, they're a delinquent series, pretty much all the similarities stop there. The MCs are different. Sakura from Windbreaker, he's a badass. He likes to fight. He's strong. Takamichi, he's a loser. He can't fight. He's a weakling. It's known in the series, but one of his strong points is he never gives up. And other than that, but like I said, there's no time traveling in Windbreaker at all. At least not that I know of. Definitely, I would watch or read that if you have time. Definitely one of the better newer gens out. Now, this third one, to me, I feel it's kind of a successor to Tokyo Revengers. It's a lot more similar to Tokyo Revengers than Windbreaker is. Now, this one is called Nine Peaks. This one doesn't have an anime. I hope it does, so more people get into it. But if you want to read it, I think it only has about 70 plus chapters out at the moment. Now, this one, your main character, Gaku, he's like a little hoodlum. He gets into fights and stuff. His dad passes early, like chapter one. And when he's at the funeral, he sees a lot of people show up to the funeral that he didn't know, because he thinks that his dad was kind of just a lame restaurant shop owner. He didn't know how much pull he had growing up. And then he comes to find out, oh, his dad was the leader of a gang. He brought all these schools together. And now he's starting to think his dad is pretty cool. But it was kind of too late because he passed. So later on in the chapter, it's the same one. So I'm not going to spoil anything. He falls into a lake and he gets saved by somebody who turns out to be his dad from when he was a teenager. He goes back in time and he starts befriending his dad. His dad doesn't know that Gaku is his son, but Gaku knows that this guy is his dad. So he's kind of happy. He's hanging out with his dad as a teenager, but also he has to follow the steps to make his dad want to become leader of these gangs. So it's kind of like a butterfly effect. So he's like born and everything falls into place. So, it has time traveling. It has time travelers. It has that mystique of who else is time traveling like Tokyo Revengers had. Now, they all three are delinquent series. So, they fight. Gaku and Sakura are both badass. They're strong. Gaku, he's not trying to be the top dog in the series. He just wants his dad to become leader of a gang. So they all fight. There's good hands in all of these series. I definitely recommend all three. Watch them, read them, just put them on your radar. And that being said, that's kind of just the topic. It's just, Nine Peaks is closer to Tokyo Revengers than Windbreaker is. So that being said, that is the topic for today. I hope you like and subscribe. I definitely plan on talking about more topics in the near future. But for that note, JSB in St. Patrick, and I am out.